You already know what happened, y'all. They kicked me out. They kicked me out. They kicked me out, y'all. When my people pull up, I got to tell them something. Where they at? Where they at? We're Rev in the building. I already know. You already know, bro. They didn't have to do me that way. All right, Rev. When they pull up, I got something to talk about. Uh, you ready? You already know it's gonna be something. Let me see something, boy. Let me see something. Oh my god. My bad. Boy, it'd be wild out here in these streets. All right, so we're gonna get into it. So when I started going live, when I get startled at something, bro, I just be like freezing up. I don't know. I think it's a disorder. Before I started going live, I got a notification that someone commented on one of my videos, right? You remember it because I remember you hit me up when I went live and you was like, "Who's copying you, sis?" Well, I don't know if this person is subscribed to my page or not, but you know what I'm talking about though, Rev? I'm just be acting like you here. I'd be like, "Yeah, I know he here." He's probably shaking his head. I got a subject for you. You ready? Yeah, TA, drop it while I'm telling Rev this story. I'm really married. Why? Why? Of all the things to lie about, there's 1,000 official, unofficial. Thank you so much for the hundreds of all the things to lie about. Why would I lie about being married? What do I get out of lying about being married? What benefits come from lying about being married? Unofficial got me blowing. Dang, it's on fire. It's got blue flames. I really appreciate you. Dang, 100. Really appreciate that. Why would you think smothered pork chop over rice that I would drive to Tennessee to meet you? Why would I do that? Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, smothered pork chop over rice. Let's get into the meat and the potatoes. Why would I do that? Thank you so much, unofficial. Bruh, you probably got me kicked out. Thank you guys for following me over to this new live. I do apologize, but as we know by now, I typically get kicked out. So thank you guys for jumping over. I really do appreciate it. For real, for real. I love it. I don't really like smothered pork chops. I'm not really a big pork chop person, but I just want to see why I would meet him in Tennessee. I guess you thought I was in Kentucky because I'm from Kentucky, but I'm wanting to know why I would meet you in Tennessee. Let me know. I'm listening. All right, y'all. We got a couple people in here. Thank you guys for pulling up. Bobby in the building, hands to the ceiling. TA, let me know your question, all right? But while we're getting into it, I want to show and tell y'all something that recently happened. Pork chops first, ribs next, and then chicken and meatball. Bobby in the building. Rev, my bad, bro. I've been seeing your red flags, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes now I just, instead of resulting, you got to catch me though. You feel me? Of course, I slip up. I'm a human. Sometimes I react like, what? Or sometimes I'm like, well, let me ask you the question back and see how you're going to answer it. So, the question of the moment is, why would I drive to Tennessee to meet a stranger that shows up to my lives? Why would I do that? It it's there. Read it. Did you? My bad, bruh. Okay, I got a subject for you. You ready? And I said, yeah, bruh, what you got? And then you said, I don't see it, bruh. Gotta be crazy. What's crazy? You shouldn't. All right, y'all, we trying to figure it out. That don't sound right. Okay, these are normal. Y'all, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. 9 people in here. If you think it sounds weird that I would do that, drop a 1 in the chat if it would sound weird for me. They thought I'm assuming they thought I was in Kentucky. Kentucky and Tennessee are not too far away. They're neighboring states if you didn't know. Would it be weird if I drove to meet someone? Rev said 11111111111. Would it be weird to drive to Tennessee to meet someone that I never had a phone conversation with, never had an email with, never, he don't even show up all the time in these live feeds, these live streams. Would it be weird? If it's weird, drop a 1. But if it's not weird, drop a 2. I want to know. I for real want to know, because a lot of times, y'all, I be thinking I'm dumb. I think that I'm dumb for feeling the way that I'm feeling. I be thinking I'm dumb in real life. Smothered pork chop, get out. You didn't even tell me why you thought it was a good idea. Drop why it's a good idea. You know what me and my homegirl talked about today too? I don't think people have empathy anymore, right? I really think that people are really self-centered and they think the world revolves around them. I really think that. I think that a lot of people can't say, how would I feel? How would I feel if someone did this to me? I think a lot of people just think about their self and whatever they want to do. You know, earlier when I went live, I made a whole little rant about, boy, I tried to do DoorDash today and I didn't understand it. And someone commented and said, would you ever eat anybody's food? And I said, bro, you wild and what? No, never. I don't care how good it smells. And you know why I wouldn't eat someone's food? Because I order DoorDash. What I want, would you want anybody to eat your food? That's why I would never do it. But I think other people are self-centered and they only think about themselves. Case in point, smothered pork chops. You want me to drive to Tennessee to meet you, me never having any prior conversation with you, is giving a one-sided scenario. That only benefits you. Now, me, I have a lot to risk. I am married in real life. I don't know if you're a serial killer. I don't know you, baby. You don't even email me. I have not. Yeah, let me read this chat. Thank y'all for being in here, sis. We got 8 people in here. Shout out to all 8 of you guys pulling up and listening to me talk. I really do appreciate it. If you like live streams like this, my name is Natalie. I would love for you to join my community. I typically go live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but here lately, I've been going live a little often. I would love for you to be a part of my community. So make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Only subscribe, y'all. Only if y'all gonna come back. Let's get back into the chat because I want to know if they voted 1, the Nat Pack. If the Nat Pack voted 1, that it's extremely weird for a viewer to want you to drive out of state to meet them? Or did they vote 2? Nah, you bugging. Oh, number 1's bugging. Number 2 is no, I think you should do it. All right, y'all. If it makes a woman feel comfortable, she can bring a friend at a public spot that makes her feel comfortable. That is true. What are we talking about? Man, someone asked me, they thought I would drive out of state to meet them at out of state. Come one friend. Come on, friend. Unofficial. So you won't eat they food, but slide to random's house? What are you talking about, boy? Real shit, official. Oh, I'm behind. I'm going backwards, y'all. That's not empathy. The world has changed. The world has. Why? What happened? TA, I agree with you, boy. One for safety. It's all in all seriousness. It could be chill. He could be a chill person, but nah, that's too much left to chance. And with the anonymity allowed on here, it's something you wouldn't do. My bad. That's me. My bad, Jim. My bad. That's me. But I agree with you. 1, it seems thirsty. TA, I agree with you. Very weird. That's how you end up on missing person. Dee, I agree with you. 1, the reason why I put 1 for, because if you need to talk to him like multiple days and seeing him, you never know. You might come up missing. Don't know if you're a crazy man or not. Tweak. You gonna be in someone's basement. Say the whole question again. The question is Mr. E23 in the building, hands to the ceiling. The question is, I'm from Kentucky. I'm no longer there. I had a viewer tell me today multiple times, are you really married? I didn't know. I was going to ask you to meet me in Tennessee, a neighboring Kentucky state. A viewer who doesn't show up to lives all the time. For me to know their personality, kinda, people can fake it. We know this. A viewer who never has emailed me, a viewer who has never ever called me on the phone, a viewer who has never texted me. Just he pops in every now and then. Would it be weird if I drove to out of state to meet him? 1 or 2 in the chat, Mr. E23. It's weird as fuck. What you smoking? Hand sanitizer. You're not crazy, sis. Okay, y'all, because I be thinking I am. Why do ladies always look for different colors when it comes to men? Does it really happen like jungle opposites attract? For me, hold on, y'all. Can I stretch? Oh my God. All right. I go for personality and looks. To me, it doesn't matter if they're black, white, purple, brown. I do kind of got a preference, you feel me? I do like typically stay away from something. We ain't gonna say what, because last time someone reacted, but to me, it doesn't really matter. You feel me? If I feel like someone can be genuinely attracted to something, but I don't go out, or I didn't go out like, oh, he got to be, 6'4", dark skin. I don't do all that. I usually like, because you can't, the way my life is, you can't always get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that. What is that official for? Would you ever want your daughter to go visit someone that never met in Tennessee or whatever? Me personally, no. Driving to Tennessee to meet a viewer is not as smart unless you go with a friend or a couple of friends. I agree with you. 11111. All right, y'all. I think I messed up. I started at the bottom and went to the top. Oh my God. Out of state? Hell no. LOL. If it makes a woman feel comfortable, she can bring. That's where we stopped. Vertigo in the building. 0. All right, happy. 1111. Y'all are but two out of state. Hell no. We have FaceTime. Just met. Never. Y'all, you have nice hands and face. What? Brooklyn. Tranquilo. Tranquilo, papi. Whoever asked that question to her library, crazy for saying that to her. I wish she put somebody on blast that saves her name. And who said that to her need to be banned ASAP. He's still in here, I think. He might be gone now because he might be slightly embarrassed, but he still might be in here. Rowdy the King is here. Going out of state for y'all, I'm just telling y'all what be happening with me. Did I tell y'all that one story? I know Rev knows it because Rev knows everything. All right, y'all, listen. Rev knows everything. Rev knows everything. All right, y'all. Let me get through this chat and then I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about. Smother you gonna be trolling guys. Stop it. That means you gotta keep your eyes out. Proceed with caution. That's right. The king is here. Nope, nope. All right, it was 1,000 nopes. And the only person who said yes was the person who asked. Biggie Bear, thank you for pulling up. Please like and subscribe and tap the screen only if you're going to come back. Appreciate you, Rev. Let me pin you, cool. Neighbor is a stretch for Tennessee to Kentucky. It's weird, y'all. No, I'm curious why you stay away from. No, I'm curious what you stay away from. I don't remember what I said. I'm going to be real. Check it. My lady said, if I ever do some shit like that, I'll be on the picture of a milk carton. Shout out to your lady. She sound like she got a brain, bruh. Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. Whoever say two in his chat, you are crazy, a crazy lunatic. If something's wrong with you, you're not an adult. Agreed. Antone, if you pull up, if you stroll up, you might catch the two. And you don't have to like beat around the bush. It's in there. I don't know if you got here a little late, but it's in there. What's your baseball cap say? Petty hour, the segment. I call these lives petty hour. Y'all, Terry in the building, hands to the ceiling. Y'all, so I think Rev knows this story. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he does. Let me tell y'all this story. Y'all, so this is a repeating pattern for me. Being for real now. I'm being for real. One day, I was on live. Hold on, y'all. You good? Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. What was we saying? All right. One day I was on this live and a guy came in and he asked me, it's why I don't give my Instagram out anymore. He said, hey, what's your Instagram? When I was on live. And I was like, oh, it's grrr. And in the middle of the live, I'm literally getting, the notifications. Boom, boom, boom. He's liking everything, liking everything. And then I get a message at the top like, when you get off live, I have a question to ask you. So I was like, all right. I get off live and I'm like, what's going on? He's acting like, oh, I think I want to be a content creator, this and that. And I was like, all right, I don't know how much to help you. I know a little bit. So anyway, he says, anyway, I felt like today when you were on live, I had a little lunch hunch bunch that you got pretty feet. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I never felt this way before. I was wondering if I sent you $50 on Cash App, if you can send me a photo. So I'm thinking, y'all know what I'm thinking, right? B Love, I think he was in here for this, bro. I was like, I don't know, man. I got to think about it. But I wound up doing it because I'm not Oprah rich, right? I'm not Oprah rich. So he winds up sending me the 50 immediately. Cling, 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 cling. I get that. And I thought he was trying to like, I really thought he was just trying to set me up and rob me on Cash App, but I got the 50. So I was like, all right, I got you. I can't do it right now. To be real, I got to wait till my husband leaves. I want to be respectful, but I'll send you the 50. I mean, I'll send you the feet pic. I send him the feet pic and he's like, I like him. We can make this our thing. But when I sent the feet pic, let me go back to I felt really bad. I felt bad because I don't know if y'all know, like you can't just flop your feet up in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? I think when you take feet pics, you have to get like in a position. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it felt kind of sexual in a sense. And it made me feel bad in real life. So anyway, he was like, they were good. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking I might not do this again, depending. So then he messages me back and he's like, I hear you say you're in Tampa. I'm gonna be real with you, Natalie. I couldn't even use the feet photos because you didn't hit the angles like I needed you to. And he said, how about, I don't know this guy, y'all. How about I fly to Tampa and you meet me at a hotel so I can get more detailed pictures of your feet. And it was like when I read that message, this has never happened to me. The way I felt like my stomach dropped. I felt like I went on a roller coaster. And before I went on the roller coaster ride, I drank a gallon of water and then I went up in the air. My stomach was just like boom. And I said, bro, what? Yeah, you know. And his exact words were, you don't understand. Feet pics are a booming business. Booming business, Natalie. And I need to get more detail. Boy, so I went to go clock out on him. He had blocked me before I could even send the message. He blocked me. You feel me? Because I was questioning him and asking all these questions. But I knew my stomach dropping like that, that that was a sign that I shouldn't go. Bruh, it was giving human trafficking type of energy. And you got to think about it this way. If I told him I have to wait till my husband leaves in order to send these photos, so who was going to know I was at that hotel? I say it all the time. I'm from Kentucky. I live in Florida. Only me and my family live here. Who was I going to tell that I was at that hotel? I didn't go. And he blocked me. Crazy, right? I was a Navy petty officer. I know you was. I think you told me, Terry, I wished you a happy Veterans Day. Oh, my bad, y'all. How did your daughter take the news about her precious? And are we still going to do a live video? um, she took it kind of harsh. She got in the car and she started like crying. And I expected it, you know what I'm saying? And then she seemed like she was good a little bit. I took her home and went grocery shopping and then I started cooking and then I just go in like, are you okay? I'm just checking on you, you know? And she was like, I just don't understand. She's still kind of sad, but I just told her like, I think she's in that mode of if I would have done this, if I would have did this, he would have. And I'm like, no, you can't do it. Like, you gotta, you couldn't have done anything different. He left, he came back, and you was the best mom that cat ever had. So just remember that you was the best mom. You feel me? So wow, yeah. Flags on the play. 2 flags. Diabolical. Oh my, that man is in Venice. Stop. Nope, nope, nope. When you said, let me fly out, and oh no, he didn't know you married for 14 years. Bro got blocked immediately. I went, it's a trip out here. Creepy time. It's a time to be creepy. It's all good. We live, we learn. Now we know. Yeah, man, that would put you in the grave. Boy, like I said, my stomach literally, I've never was like, you know what I'm saying? I've never been like that. Never. Leo power in the building. Leo tiger energy. At least I got a free 50. Absolutely. I needed it too. I needed that 50. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to try to sound greedy, but I'm always going to be about, you feel me? Getting my paper together. But yeah, he came at me and said that and blocked me. And it was weird, bro. That's weird. When he said a booming business, I'm like, are you serious right now? Flex, if you still in here, Nightbot on the bull, he accidentally timed you out. I do see your Leo power. Yeah, he's on the bull. He's on that. You feel me? I don't know about call-ins, y'all. We can try it again, but we're going to have to leave the platform. Are y'all willing to leave this live to jump into another live to have call-ins? Would y'all do it? If y'all willing to do it, I can do it, but y'all got to be willing to do it. Let me see something before we do this. Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting on y'all's answer. One's for yes. Y'all willing to go into another live? Or two, nah, I'm done moving around, Natalie. We can. I want to hear this. Are they going to call in? Are y'all going to call in? Are y'all going to call in? Oh, just a story of, it's not really like mind blowing, but when I was on the last call in line, I tried it today, y'all, and I got kicked out. Is that mind blowing? At this point, it should not be mind blowing, but get right, y'all. I'll be over here stuttering. I wanted to read y'all what happened. Rev, I know we started talking about it before the chat got on swell, but if he could just maybe not be weird about the whole situation, any like every once in a while, can I get feet pics? I'm learning that people are just weird, and it's sad. I used to be like, I mean, I'm still a people person, but people are weird. Like even before I got on here today, I went to Publix and I got my food, and I see a man just like staring at me, like at my hat. And I didn't know he was staring at my hat. You know, I'm on a phone call and I see him staring right at my hat. And I looked at him and I said, "Are you good?" And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just reading your hat." But it's just like, I get it. Not everybody's like me. But if it was me, I would say, "I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel like I'm staring at you. I just wanted to read what your hat says." I don't know. I don't want people to ever feel like I'm staring at them. You live again, cuz. Could we stay live? Yeah, sports talk in the building. Number one mod in the building. Stop playing with him. Tell your old lady it's a business call. Stop it. A business call at 11 p.m. Oh my God. Oh my God. Pretty women go through this. It's sad. You stare at people all the time, Rowdy. Shout out to you, bruh. I think it's weird, but you know, my answer don't mean nothing. You feel me? I'm just big Texas, not the little Texas in the woman. Is this the same stream? Probably 90% not. 90% not. I could walk on your back. I can walk on your back. Let me see if this is working, y'all. Hold on. Not about the live stream, y'all. About life, man. I want to see if I do go live, if it's gonna get right. It might get right. Oh yeah, it might. Sorry, y'all. It might get right. I think it's working now. I people watch my brain work different. Oh yeah, I took him today sports talk. They put him down because they said they thought he got hit by a car when he escaped that day. What's up? Keep doing your thing. Smash the like. TJ, number one in the YouTube streets. Thank you for pulling up, bruh. I did watch your video. I be meaning to comment on them. I listen to your videos when I'm at work. And, it's a strict no texting policy, but I'm going to pull back up and give you that comment. I'm really firm on liking and commenting on things that I like. So I'm gonna spin the block and give you a comment on that last video, bruh. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's really crazy. They said that when he escaped, they thought he got hit by a car. But I took him first thing this morning. I did find a vet that wanted $75 to check him in, and I had to pay like an additional 25 for the x-ray. So it's sad, but you know, you feel me? Y'all, so here's what we want to talk about. Did y'all see that short where I was talking about? I know it's a lot of shorts, y'all. Keep up with me. It's the short about um get right, Natalie. Get right, Natalie. People copying you, how nobody's original. All right, if y'all didn't see it, we're gonna watch it like a big happy family, right? As soon as I find it. I was in my car, y'all. Where am I at? Y'all, this is why I don't do drugs. You see how I am now? This is why I don't do drugs. Stop it. Did you give my message to him, B3? Did you give him my message? I don't know why I can't find this short, y'all. It's wild to me. Hold on. This ain't me on this one. I think this one is okay. I got it. I got it. All right, y'all. You saw, I know you did, Rev. Listen, listen. Can we normalize giving people their flowers instead of copying them? If somebody motivates you, creativity wise, message them. Let them know we don't know we're inspiring you. But copying someone bar for bar, then act like nobody sees it. We see it. Inspiring is cool, but imitation, baby. All right, so that for that short, y'all, somebody commented on that today. Listen when someone comment. Why they love me? Oh my god, y'all, I can't get right. Someone commented, I can't understand if you're motivating me, but you can't motivate me because you're not in New York in a tough city like I am the zoo. These are real Bentleys, real Ferraris, real cars. We from the streets. We will see on YouTube that it is fake. Then she said, and we're not copying you. You're copying us. We're not rappers. We had a real thing. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? I can't tell if you're motivating me or not. Because you're not from New York like I am. I'm from the city. And for me, real is Bentleys, Ferraris, and real cars. We from the streets. We see on YouTube, we see fake. And we're not copying you. You're copying us. We're not rappers. Y'all, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if she's subscribed to me or not. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just want to see if maybe y'all knew. Y'all, I don't know. It's every day. Smothered pork chops over rice. You know what I'm going to say, right? I feel like you've been watching long enough to know what I'm going to say. But if you don't know, guys, on 3, let's say bye to Smothered pork chops over rice. Let me know